Here are 4 little-known ways to earn an extra $900 or more every day with little to no effort on your part other than picking one and giving it a try. Every day, the average American throws away roughly 5 pounds of rubbish, which ultimately winds up in your trash cans before being collected by a garbage truck. Infestations of cockroaches, ants, rats, possums, and other pests are a real possibility when you have waste that smells like juice and is full of gunk. Welcome back at Financial Fortune. What do you think of these side hustles? Don't forget to comment down below. It may come as a surprise to find that many individuals are willing to spend significant money to have their garbage cans pressure washed once a month or even more frequently. Someone just placed a door hanger at my house promoting this service, and the price was shocking, but what was more shocking was how little time it took to clean just one garbage can. That there was such a high level of interest in and willingness to pay for this service. Somebody recently posted on Nextdoor about how they found a mobile trash can cleaning service and how they didn't know such a service existed, but how they wished they had known sooner, and how all the comments under that post were filled with people who were overwhelmingly excited about the service, and how the best part was that starting up was so cheap and easy. Obviously, a pressure washer is the first thing you'll need, and the good news is that you can get by just fine without shelling out hundreds of dollars for a commercial model. A 70 to 150 watt battery-powered pressure washer will do the trick. But before you start cleaning the garbage cans with the washer, you should use the soap attachment to spray the trash cans with soap. You can use a watered-down solution of Dawn dish soap or purchase an inexpensive solution from a hardware shop or online retailer. You may also use a separate, inexpensive sprayer to apply the soap. You can pick one up at Walmart or any hardware shop. Either way, that's really all the gear you need to get going. The next step is to spread the news about your company, and there are many channels via which you can do this. You can promote your business for free by posting in local Facebook groups, on Craigslist, or on sites like Nextdoor. However, if you want to attract even more customers, you can also make actual door-hanging flyers to distribute. They are simple to make and can be purchased in bulk for next to nothing on websites like Vistaprint. If you want to start small, you can get 50 door hangers for about 80 cents each, but obviously, the more you buy, the better the deal will be, and in terms of the design for this flyer. For example, as you can see here, 1,000 of these door hangers can be bought for 11 cents per piece, which means you can get 1,000 flyers for just $100. Do something simple like this, but keep in mind that the first investment for a pressure washer and promotional materials should only be about $100 to $300. This is not a lot of money to invest in a potential source of supplemental income. Some people charge $65 for a single garbage can cleaning, $35 every month, and $10 per trash can per month, forever. Just for a moment, let's say you cleaned 4 garbage cans per hour for 8 hours straight. At $35 a pop, that comes out to a whopping $2,050. It's possible to earn over $1,100 in a day, or hundreds of dollars in only a few hours of work. This side business idea takes no special training or knowledge, has a high potential payoff, and is quite simple to launch. I recently spent almost $600 on 2 pieces of canvas art on Etsy, a stock market bull and a stock market bear. The intriguing part, as I later found out, is that while this is original artwork, the seller isn't actually producing these large canvas paintings and shipping them. Rather, they're using a print-on-demand service like Printify to handle all of that for them. The seller's only responsibility is to create the artwork. After that, Printify handles everything else. Yes, I know what you're thinking. I'm not an artist, I can't make unique artwork, so I guess I can't do this. Well, I'm actually glad you said that, because recently, I've been seeing a lot of advertising on Instagram for these motivational canvases. Extremely basic artwork displaying an encouraging statement or power word, with the term's explanation displayed underneath it. You don't need to produce or hand paint some original work of art in order to make your side hustle work. Instead, you can get creative by tying in something from popular culture, such as these Monopoly motivational posters, which sell for anywhere from $654 to $3,300, depending on size. Quotes to inspire you. Popular culture icon remixes, biopics, and public domain art have all shown consistent sales success, as have sites like unsplash.com, where all the photographs are free for commercial usage. Get a hip wallpaper right here. Just as this cityscape, you may upload your own image to a website like Envato Elements, where you can take advantage of a free 7-day trial to acquire Photoshop actions like this impressionist action, which will transform your unmodified image into an impressionist painting. You can then import that into Printify and sell the resulting canvas artwork on your Etsy shop. Instead, you can use one of the hundreds of truly unique Photoshop actions to give your canvas artwork a one-of-a-kind vibe. I'm skimming over the design details on purpose. How you implement them is entirely up to you and your imagination in this side gig. If you find yourself in need of some design inspiration, though, there's a website called designspiration.com that might be helpful. You can search for color-based design inspirations, or you can search for design inspirations using phrases like quotations or other terms that can help you with your design ideas in general. Yet, I can imagine that your ad business will grow into a full-time endeavor that brings in 6 figures annually before too long. If you put in the effort to do what needs to be done today, as you have done in the past. If you're looking for a truly one-of-a-kind side hustle, look no further than what I'm about to share with you. I can honestly say that I've never seen anything like it before, and for that I am eternally grateful to Faithful. If you're looking for a way to make some extra cash online with next to no effort, I want you to consider this next time you shop on Amazon.com. Sometimes you're just browsing because you're bored, and sometimes you're always kind of searching for a specific product. When you find it, you see the image, the price, and you may go down and read the product description or the reviews. Often, especially if it's a larger purchase, I'll actually go to the videos and I'll watch a video review for the product. Here's something interesting that only a select group of individuals are considering: the creators of these films. Producers of these vlogs get compensated for their time and effort. Here's a little known fact. Anytime someone watches at least 30 seconds of a video and then buys the product or a similar product on Amazon, the author will receive a commission. You ought to give this some serious consideration. We already know that only a small percentage of people who buy a product actually end up leaving a review, so these Bose headphones have probably been purchased hundreds of thousands of times. And I would imagine that out of those hundreds of thousands of sales that quite a few people are looking at the video reviews of the product before actually making the purchase. And the craziest part of all of this is that literal thousands of people have left reviews of the product. To give you an idea, let's take a look at these Apple AirPod Max headphones. As you can see, there are no video reviews. Not a single person has made a video review about these Apple headphones, despite the fact that we know, based on the number of star reviews that it has, that it is definitely being bought hundreds of thousands of times. Assume that out of a total of 100,000 hypothetical transactions, 5,000 consumers actually watched your video review before making a buy. This would result in a profit of $55,000. But if you had video evaluations for 10 to 100 different things, you could picture how much that would start to compound and how much money you would earn over time. These reviews wouldn't even have to be very remarkable. There's a good chance that most people who make them do so on their mobile devices. If you don't have a lot of money and are worried about buying the goods for the review, that's quite understandable. You can buy it, try it out, and then send it back for a refund. There aren't any simpler people than these. There's a ton of cash to be made if you're willing to take the plunge and get moving. I recently spoke with a woman who, in only 6 months, went from working a typical 9-to-5 job as a dental assistant to running a successful 6-figure Etsy shop by locating a product on AliExpress, purchasing it at a deep discount, and reselling it on Etsy at a much higher price. So, how did this not very happy, not very lucrative assistant manage to drastically transform her life? The process begins on AliExpress, a Chinese e-commerce platform from which sellers source cheap goods to mark up significantly before listing them for sale on marketplaces like Amazon and Etsy. For example, this sunset projection light only set me back $2.96, but I'm sure I could quickly recoup that cost and more by selling it on sites like Amazon and Etsy. Someone is buying this lamp for $2.96 on AliExpress and then selling it on Amazon for $20 to $34 using the identical photos from the AliExpress listing. I'm no mathematician, but if I'm doing the math right, that means the seller is raking in between $17 and $31 per sale. Considering the product has nearly 2,000 reviews and the coveted Amazon Choice badge, it's safe to assume that the seller is making well into the six figures annually. All of that sounds fantastic, but how can you actually track down these best sellers on AliExpress? So, it helps to work backwards, so the first step is to choose where you'll sell your wares, Etsy, Amazon, or both, and from there, you can determine how to best market your products. If you want to know what people are purchasing on a site like Amazon, you just have to do some research. One option is to look at the best-selling products in each category, but this isn't the only way to go about it. There are thousands of products that may not be technically a top-selling product, but still get tens of thousands of sales and can earn you well over six figures per year. For instance, I looked up cup holder inserts, knowing that this was going to be some obscure item that no one was buying. As I perused the results on Etsy, I paid close attention to the average number of reviews each item had, and sure enough, they all had very few buyers. Another way I can tell that there hasn't been much interest in cup holder inserts over the previous nearly 2 decades is by using Google Trends. Nevertheless, if I were to go back through and look for, say, Mickey Mouse ears, which I found by simply scrolling through all the different categories up here at the top, you could see that this product is incredibly popular. Look over the reviews again, many of these items have thousands of reviews. Only this one vendor has generated over 220,000 sales, and a quick check on Google Trends for Mickey Mouse ears reveals that the product's popularity has grown steadily over the past 2 decades, remaining high at all times of the year. Always fluctuating between 50 and 100 in terms of search interest, and so using the Mickey Mouse ears as an example, which is just one example, I'm not saying that that's what you have to do, you would simply come into AliExpress, search Mickey Mouse ears, and as you can see there are indeed Mickey Mouse ears that you can buy for super cheap on AliExpress, and then once you've found your product, it's a matter of setting up your Etsy shop, learning H. Again, if you'd like me to make a video specifically about how to achieve this, let me know in the comments below, and I'll take the time to help you locate a winning product with which to launch your own business. I'm grateful to everyone who has watched this video and thank you for tuning in here at Financial Fortune. I wish you all the best for the rest of the day or night and promise to upload another video very soon.